How's it going, everybody? I'm the BTC Reaper. My goal on this channel is to teach you how to reap the rewards of trading, whether price is going up or down. SEC investigating crypto exchange Kraken over securities violations. The SEC is investigating San Francisco-based cryptocurrency exchange Kraken for violating securities laws, according to reports. Bloomberg reported Wednesday that the investigation was at an advanced stage and could lead to a settlement in coming days, citing an unnamed person familiar with the matter. It isn't the first time the exchange has faced allegations of wrongdoing from federal authorities. In November, Kraken agreed to pay the U.S. Treasury Department's Office of Foreign Assets Control $362,158.70 for apparent violations of sanctions against Iran. There's not too much more in this article, so the SEC is trying to actually go after an exchange for doing something wrong for once. Unlike, Gemini or FTX. Dubai clarifies rules for crypto companies. The governor of Dubai's stated goal of becoming a financial technology center was boosted Wednesday when its Virtual Assets Regulatory Authority, or VARA, released its 2023 rulebook for regulating cryptocurrency. The regulatory authority says that entities in the emirate that issue virtual assets must comply with the rulebook, beginning with applying for a license to operate in Dubai. The agency says the new rules are intended to attract crypto businesses, protect digital asset dealers and investors, and curb illegal practices. Hiyal Saeed Al-Mari, Director of General Dubai's Department of Economy and Tourism and Chairman of VARA's Executive Board, said in a statement that the mission is to establish the emirate as a capital of the future economy anchored by metaverse, AI, Web3, and blockchain. According to the new rulebook, any entity wishing to do business using cryptocurrency must seek authorization and receive a license from the regulatory authority before offering their services. A license can be revoked, the ruler says, for various reasons, including material violations of any law, regulation, rule, or directive, insolvency, being subject to insolvency proceedings, or failure to pay a judgment by a court within or outside the United Arab Emirates. VARA also clarified that the new regulations regarding money laundering include the financing of terrorism and other unlawful organizations, and prohibits insider dealing, trading, unlawful disclosure, and market manipulation. The rulebook does include some exemptions, including a professional exemption for duly registered practicing lawyers, accountant, or professionally licensed business consultants that carry out any virtual asset activity in a manner that is wholly incidental to their professional practice. So Dubai is starting to regulate crypto as well, so that is a positive for the space, as more regulation can bring more investors across globally into the space. FTX lawyers can now subpoena Sam Bankman-Fried's group of insiders. A judge granted FTX's legal team permission to subpoena FTX co-founder Sam Bankman-Fried and Gary Wang, ex-Alameda Research CEO Caroline Ellison, Bankman-Fried's parents, his brother Gabriel, according to a court order filed on Wednesday, which is today. FTX's legal team asked for permission to send subpoenas to the group, which it calls the Insiders, on January 25th, saying that some within Bankman-Fried's inner circle have been cooperating with the restructuring team's efforts to recover assets. It also names Nishad Singh, sorry if I said that wrong, ex-chief technology officer at FTX, and Constance Wang, who is formerly a co-CEO of FTX Digital Markets with Ryan Solomon, saying that they have not been complying with efforts to recover customer funds. It's worth noting that Ellison and Wang have pleaded guilty to criminal and civil charges charges that were brought against them by the Department of Justice, Securities and Exchange Commission, Commodities Future Trading Commission, and the pair have been cooperating with an ongoing investigation by attorneys in the Southern District of New York. Documents obtained by the Wall Street Journal in December revealed that Salim sent a tip on November 9th to authorities in the Bahamas where FTX was headquartered. He alleged that trading desk Alameda Research was using FTX customer funds to cover its losses. 2 days later, FTX filed for bankruptcy and Bankman-Fried resigned as CEO. There's not too much more interesting in there. So, hopefully we'll see some traction in these cases with that and this little piece of news here. Robinhood wants to buy its shares back from Sam Bankman-Fried. Excuse me. FTX founder purchased a 7.6% stake in Robinhood through a holding company. Robinhood Markets said Wednesday that it would try to buy back its shares purchased by former FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried, as his 7.6% stake in the company remains a contested factor for both Sam Bankman-Fried's criminal case and the defunct exchange's bankruptcy. The purchase of roughly 55 million shares has already been approved by the company's board of directors. Shares of Robinhood popped following the announcement, up over 5% to around $11 in after-hours trading. While the company is working with the Department of Justice, Robinhood did not put forth a timeline for when the purchase may be complete and stated, since there isn't much precedence for situations like these, I can't predict how long this will take, Tenev said. The U.S. Justice Department disclosed last month they had taken custody of those shares, which were worth around $450 million at the time. However, defunct crypto lender BlockFi is also trying to get its hands on these shares, claiming that they were pledged to it under terms made in an agreement in November. I would assume that would be an agreement with Bankman-Fried before the company collapsed. So onto the charts. We'll start with Bitcoin and then we'll go back to the altcoins. I had a little bit of issue where my audio wasn't working, and that's why tonight's video is late, so sorry about that. If we look at the daily, we do have a spinning top candle here. We did pretty much go our entire range of this volume profile again, just like yesterday, which doesn't really give us much to go off because we're weakening support and resistance at the same time. Our money flow is kind of flat, so that's not a bearish sign. However, it's not really a bullish sign either, because we'd want to see it start to pick up if we're going to see more movement upwards. Our VWAP is starting to curl back down, so that's a little bit of a bearish sign, and our momentum wave is coming down as well, so that's also a bearish sign to see. Our RSI is pointing down, and our stochastic is in the oversold area, so the RSI has really weak strength right now because it's in this lower zone. If we look at the 4-hour, our RSI is kind of flat, and our stochastic wants to make a bullish cross, which that would be a positive sign because that could help this RSI pick back up and get away from the neutral area. Our money flow is kind of flat in the bearish zone, however it did pick up slightly. We'll want to see it continue that slight pickup, or maybe even a quicker pickup, and if we get a quicker pickup, then we probably get a quicker move up. Our VWAP is coming up, so that is a bullish sign. Our momentum wave did peak under here, so if we start to curl here, that'd be a bullish sign as well. We didn't really see any newer lows, so we don't have any divergences that could form. If we look at the 2-hour, our RSI is pointing up and touching the neutral zone, so if it gets above this neutral zone, we could see this lower time frame pick up. We are also starting to print a green dot, so I look in probably 15 minutes from when this video is uploaded to see if this prints. Our momentum wave is curling too. Our VWAP did kind of peak up above that neutral zone. Our money flow is pointing up, so those are all bullish signs right there on the 2 hour. However, the 4 hour and the daily aren't looking too bullish, so I wouldn't give it too much weight. This could lead into the 4 hour. We do have a green dot printing here, so this green dot does print. That should signal bullish momentum. We would want to see it confirm. We also have a bullish cross happening on our stochastic here with RSI climbing up. So those are bullish signs on the 15 minute, suggesting we could get some lower time frame pickup, just like the 2 hour was suggesting. Our VWAP is trying to break that neutral zone, so that's not the best thing to see. And our money flow is starting to come back down, so that's not a good thing to see either. So hopefully this green dot prints and then we start to get some move up, but we'll have to see in the next like 20 minutes or so. So right around the same time as the other time frames would confirm. If we look over at XRP here on the daily, we are kind of carving out that shoulder that we planted the other day, coming down. We are staying inside this descending triangle. Our stochastic is coming down, which is a weakening sign, and our RSI is coming down as well. I don't have the neutral zone, but it would be right about where this high here on the stochastic is. Our money wave is coming up, so that is a little bit of a bullish sign. However, it could curl right back down and start to come back out. Our momentum wave is not really curling, it's peaking out here, where Bitcoin it was kind of curling a little more, so that's not the best sign right now. If we look at the 4 hour, it's curling a little bit more there, so that's a good sign. Our money flow is coming up, so if we see Bitcoin make a run up, we could see this money flow start to pick up here as well and retest this resistance area. If we look at algo, we did break up above our channel that we had on the 4 hour. Here, we'll start on the daily. On the daily, we got a big move up 2 days ago, or a day ago rather, and then yesterday we got a long upper shadow candle. The long upper shadow candle would be a bearish candle, so if we come back down into this channel tomorrow, then that would confirm a bearish move. We also have a red diamond here, so that's a bearish sign. Our VWAP is pointing down, but our money flow is coming up. So money flow coming up is a bullish sign. We'd want to see this momentum wave pick up, and we would want to see this red dot get invalidated with this VWAP start to curl up if we're going to continue this move up and invalidate this trend's breakdown. Over on the 4 hour, we do have bearish divergence here with a red dot that printed just on our last candle, or 2 candles ago. But we did get a move up. However, we're making a bearish engulfing candle now, so we did invalidate it, but now we're getting another bearish sign, so that could just revalidate it, and we could see this momentum wave come down with the RSI and stochastic coming down as well. Our VWAP is in the bearish zone, so that's breaking right now, so and our money flow is kind of flat, so it wouldn't take very much for that to curl over and start to come back down. Thank you for watching tonight's video. I hope you have a wonderful night.